this is your second day of camp, right? Yeah. What's one cool thing you've learned so far? Sweet. Yeah, go ahead.
What do you want?
About turtles don't down. Even if you use a turtle.
Curling iron. Yeah, very cool. What's one other thing that you learned? Anyone? Yes, go ahead.
I learned that you can never put too much water in it.
Never put too much, what was that?
Water.
Water, yeah. Fantastic. Water's really good. Cool. Well, I so wish that I had an opportunity like this when I was your age. And it's really cool that you have all these facilitators making this happen for you. So if you've been having a good time so far, I want to give them a round of applause. Go ahead and clap your hands for them. So when
That was a whack.
let's try it again. A little stronger. So when I was your age, the reason I could have used something like this was because, eventually I did get into the STEM field. I did learn how to take care of my hair, how to love on it, but it took me a really, really long time to get there. And something like this would have made it so much easier having support, having people around you who are in the same boat as you. So it's really cool that you have this. So I want to walk you through my journey from when I was your age through high school, college, all the changes that I went through, all the things I had to learn, and hopefully some of my lessons will help you on your journey too. So when I was little, say I was 6 to 8 years old, my mom did my hair. Every Sunday, she would hot comb it. I don't know if you guys know what hot combs are.
I do.
You do? Okay. She would hot comb it.
I do.
And then braid it. Good. So she would hot comb it, straighten it, and then braid it every single Sunday. She made it really tight. And
pull your scalp.
yeah, pull my scalp. And what she taught us then was based on what she knew about how to do her hair and based on what her mom taught her about her hair. So she was at the time just trying to make it manageable in the best way that she knew how. But she taught us something that I had to unlearn, which was that in order to make yourself look presentable, in order to have hair that's pretty or to go outside, your hair should be neat, flat, no frizzy, no curly, it should be straight. So that's what I internalized when I was little. And I can't blame her because she learned it from her mom, who was born in like the early 1900s, like 1920s, 30s, which is almost 100 years ago, right? Like that's, yeah, I know. Crazy to think how long ago that was. In that time period, a lot of people like us, there was pressure to fit in, to look a certain way. So that's why she learned things the way that she did. And I'm sure if I grew up in the 1920s or 1930s, I might have learned the same thing too. So that was one thing that I had to unlearn as I got older. Now, there are some things that my parents taught me that I had to grow into, and it took me a little longer to understand it and to learn myself. So one of those things was in the STEM field. So I want you to turn to a partner, find someone next to you, and share with them what is your favorite topic or subject at school and why, and what is your least favorite subject and why. Just take a minute.
What's your favorite subject?
Everyone get a chance to share?
What choir?
Your
Did you
favorite
say
subject and your least favorite subject.
Me too. Choir, theater.
My favorite subject and why.
All right, I'm gonna do 1 more minute.
My favorite subject is math and art. My favorite subject is
Does anyone want to share? Does anyone want to share? You want to stand up for us? No? Okay. That's okay, you can share there. What was your favorite subject? What's your favorite subject?
I wanted to ask what's her name.
Oh yeah, I forgot my name. My name, I'll get to that in just a second, after we finish sharing subjects. Yes. Yeah, you want to share?
My favorite is math and art.
Math and art. Okay. Cool. So just hold on to the back of your mind your favorite subject, your least favorite subject, and why. And yes, thank you for reminding me. I did not introduce myself. My name is Rachel, and I am a real estate agent. Does anyone know what that does? Yeah, go ahead.
It's a person who sells houses.
Yeah, I sell houses. So you're probably wondering why someone who sells houses is talking to you today at this camp. So before I was a real estate agent, I used to be a software engineer.
Whoa.
Do you know who knows what a software engineer is? Yeah, go ahead.
I know what a software engineer is because my dad.
Your dad is one. That's great. What do they do?
I think it's like when you do coding.
Exactly, yeah, it's coding. I was a big computer nerd behind a screen all day, making cool programs for space satellites. And before that, I got my degree in mechanical engineering. Does anyone know what mechanical engineering is? Yeah?
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay, mechanical engineering is like, I don't have it, actually I don't have it.
It's a little hard to explain. Does anyone else want to someone else can come back to you, okay? Back to you. Yes, you want to go? What do you think mechanical engineering means?
So it's like a robot, and you engineer it, kind of like engineering a house.
Kind of, yeah, that's really, really close. So mechanical engineering deals with anything that moves. So it could be a robot, it could be a motor, it could also be like fluid flows. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you like engineer
On humans. Not for mechanical engineering, that would be like biomedical engineering. They do things for health, like medical products. Yeah, that's a really cool field too. But yeah, mechanical engineering, anything that moves, that's not, I guess, health or human related. So it could be engines, it could also be fluids, so fluid flows, how air flows over spaceships to make them go up, anything like that. And then before I was a mechanical engineer, of course, I was a little girl just like you guys. So I know where you've been. I've been there myself, so that's why I'm here today. So you all talked about your favorite subjects and your least favorite subjects. When I was your age, my least favorite subject was math.
Savior.
Savior.
Me too.
I can understand that. I grew up in a family of a lot of doctors and engineers, so math was a really big, really important thing in my house. My mom was a doctor, dad was an engineer. He designed engines for the Navy. My sister was a doctor, my brother was an engineer, so lots and lots of math in the house. And I don't know if you guys get summer packets from your school to do work. You do? Some of you? Yes. Okay. Yeah, your mom makes them? Really? Yeah.
They know, but they just don't. I can do it if I want to.
That's very nice of them. So I also got packets for all the subjects, but then my parents, they gave me a little gift every summer. They gave me another math packet, or a math workbook. And that workbook was always 1 to 2 grades above where my actual grade was. And I couldn't understand why they wanted me to do something that was so hard. And that's part of why I didn't like math, because I was like, this is so hard, I can't do this, this isn't for me. And my mom heard me saying those things to myself, this is too hard, I can't do this, I don't like math. And she taught me the power of your words, and how the things that you say to yourself have a really big impact on how you think about yourself and everything else you do. So even something as small as maybe there's a vegetable you don't like spinach or something, and you say to yourself, you like spinach?
Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
Let's pick another vegetable.
I love
I
broccoli.
love
Broccoli.
I hate broccoli.
Let's try carrots then. Let's say you don't like carrots. And you tell yourself, okay, tomatoes, we'll do tomatoes. So you tell yourself every day that you like tomatoes. You like tomatoes, you like tomatoes. And you say that over and over in your head. In a few weeks, very likely, you will probably start to like tomatoes a lot more. That's how it works for anything in life. So what you say to yourself, what you say about something being too hard, if you say it enough, it'll start to feel really true. And so my mom heard me saying these things like, I can't do this is too hard for me, I don't like math, and she pulled me aside, she told me 2 things. She told me, 1, you are not allowed to say the word can't anymore. She said, I will charge you every time you say the word can't, and I didn't have any money, so I had to stop saying the word can't. And instead, she told me to say to myself that you can do anything that you put your mind to. So if you say that enough times, you will believe it. Yes?
Could you say like, I can't go this somewhere, like to your friends? Could you do that?
I think it was more around the topic of like math and school and learning, but yeah, so there's probably a little bit of leniency around there. It wasn't that strict, but she was really trying to help me understand that words are important, right? Yes?
Will she still charge you?
No, she doesn't charge me anymore. But I also don't say that anymore. I know that I can do anything I put my mind to. So that was the first thing. The second thing was repeating to myself that I like math. Or not letting myself think that because something's hard, you don't like it. Because hard things, challenging things, are what help you grow and help you expand and become a bit of a bigger or wiser person. And so I want you all to close your eyes for a second. Can you do that? Close your eyes. And try to think back to a situation where maybe there was something that you wanted to try or do that seemed a little bit scary or challenging. Maybe it was a new sport. Maybe it's trying a new drawing. Maybe it's talking to someone that you don't know. And you went and you did it anyway. I see some eyes open. Close your eyes. Go ahead. One moment. Okay. What's up?
I tried to do the monkey bars, but I didn't.
The monkey bars? Okay, yeah, that's a good example. Yeah. Okay. Well, what's your example? Did you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't scary. Okay. Yeah. That sounds fast. So raise your hand if you've tried something that was a little bit scary or uncomfortable and you felt like you learned something from it. So like you learned something, or maybe you realized that you're more capable than you thought you were. Okay, so a few of us. Got it. You did as well? Awesome. So that's how you grow through challenges. And when I went into middle school, so I was struggling with math in elementary school. When I got to middle school, at some point something clicked. And things started to make more sense with math and science. And I was taking classes that were a grade higher than me and then 2 grades higher than me. So that's what can happen when you allow yourself to stretch and push a little bit and challenge yourself. But in middle school, something else also shifted for me. So that's when I wanted to learn how to do my own hair. And I didn't want my mom doing it anymore. So I wanted to learn how to do braids and how to make it grow longer. Now, have you guys learned how to do like braids and bantu knots? Yeah? Okay, great. No, not yet? Yeah. So for me, I had to DIY everything. Like you guys have this great opportunity where people are teaching you. I had to binge watch YouTube videos and read tutorials and all these things. And at the time, my goal was just to get my hair to be as long and straight as possible. Because again, I didn't have the right mindset around loving my hair, loving the curls as they are. But I learned that in order to get it to be long, it has to be healthy first. And so that's where I started to learn twists and bantu knots and how to take better care of it. Slowly over time, I was getting to honestly where you are. Because a lot of you are probably more advanced than I am in terms of how you love your hair and how you know how to style it and all those things. It took me a long time to get there. So that was middle school for me. High school was more of the same with my hair, but then I was also looking at some really big decisions, like what do I do for college and beyond that? What do I want to major in? And since I was really good at math and science, engineering made a lot of sense, right? And I told you I had a lot of parents and siblings who were in those fields. I couldn't be a doctor because I'm way too squeamish. But engineering seemed like a lot of fun. So that's what I did in college. And then in college, so I went and I got my degree in mechanical engineering, which I learned a lot of really cool things from. Have you guys learned any STEM things yet in this week? Not yet? Okay, so getting there. Yes? What'd you learn?
I learned like something like when you mix different plants or something like aloe vera cucumber juice, it to take away.
What do you think? Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, what did you learn?
I learned about
The what? Oh, yeah, that's really interesting. Okay, so learning some cool stuff. So STEM can be a really cool field. Lots of very new and groundbreaking topics there. So I'm really glad that I went to school for mechanical engineering. Around my third year of college, that's when something shifted. And I think, one hand, I was getting tired of blow drying my hair straight all the time. It took me hours to do it because at that point my hair was getting really long. And I was doing a lot of exercise and dancing. And again, at this point, I had never really seen my hair curly. Like the first 20, 21 years of my life, I didn't really know what my hair looked like when it was curly, other than just right out of the shower. And I was afraid of even going into the rain because I didn't want it to be frizzy or curly because I learned that that was not a good thing. But at that point, between trying to blow dry it and then going and dancing, exercising and sweating it out, that process was really hard for me. And so I was just like, you know what? Let me try and see what this would look like if I just wore my hair curly. And I did. And that was, for me, really scary because I, again, hadn't seen my hair curly in like 21 years, like ever. I didn't know people would think it looked a certain way. I didn't know what people would say. Because sometimes when you decide to fully be yourself and step out there or even be a little bit different, you end up inspiring a lot more people than you would think. And I remember when I went home for the first time with my hair in a fro, my mom actually didn't like it. She said something to me that was a little bit hurtful, but it was more just because she didn't understand. She didn't do that to her hair. She didn't really get it. And she had to go through her own hair journey of understanding what it's like to really love on your natural hair and take care of it. And I actually inspired her to start hers. So her initial reaction was more of was negative because she didn't get it. And then she started to look into how to take care of her hair. And so now she's gone on her own path at 60, 62 years old, way further along than you are. You guys are way further along than she is, but she hasn't learned the same thing. So I finally started to get comfortable wearing my hair as is. And then I'd say after college, kind of worked through my hair journey. I was a software engineer for about 3 years. And around that time, I started to feel like it wasn't quite the right fit for me. Like something wasn't right with the career I was in. And so that's why I shifted into real estate, which is where I am now. But even with that shift, I'm so glad I went to engineering. I went to school as an engineer because I learned so many skills that transferred to other parts of my life, that transferred to my current career in real estate. And I'm really grateful that I got that degree in engineering, because it's really a gateway to all sorts of different opportunities. And so I say that to say, once you get to that stage, it's a little far out for some of you, but don't think that the first thing you choose in college or after that point has to be what you do forever. You can change, you can shift, you learn a lot of skills in middle school, high school, college that transfer to all sorts of things. So that's my journey. Does anyone have any questions about me or any of that? Yeah?
How long did it take your mom to learn how to love her natural hair?
That's a good question. So I'd say a few years for her, and I mean for me too, right? Because like I said, when I was little, when I was about your age, I was used to having it straightened all the time, and I didn't really wear it like this until I was about 21 or so. So that's a long time for me. But my mom was maybe like 4 or 5 years that took her to learn. Yeah, good question. That's a good question.
Do you remember what your mom said when you started with your hair curly?
I don't remember exactly. I think she said something about it not being as neat, because that was kind of her thing, was straight as neat, right? So she had to unlearn that herself too, right? Good question. Yeah.
How old are you?
How old am I now? I am 26. I'm 27. Who did you think? 26. Yep. About 6 years ago, 5, 6 years ago. Yeah. That's a good question.
I didn't hear anything.
No, I'm not here every day. Just today. Yeah. Sorry, I wish I could be with you guys every day. Any other questions about engineering, about thank you all for listening. And you're probably wondering why there's paper in front of you. So for me, like I said, it took me a long time to really embrace like my full self, my hair, all those things as is. And part of that was the words I said to myself. And you remember I talked to you about how the words you say to yourself are really powerful. And what you say to yourself is eventually what you believe. And so how many of you, when you wake up in the morning, you know how awesome you are, and you say a bunch of positive things about yourself? Raise your hand. Okay, some of you, we gotta get those numbers up. Who has ever said anything that's maybe not so nice to yourself? Okay, some of you.
I don't say anything.
Or just in your head, no?
Well, I'm just tired.
You're just tired. Okay, well, for me, when I say got up in the morning, I look at myself in the mirror, sometimes I would say things to myself that weren't super nice. And so I realized that I had to change that dialogue, internal dialogue, to change how I stepped out into the world, my confidence, all those things. And so what I started doing was in the morning, I would look in the mirror, and I would say something to myself internally, not talking out loud, but that I liked about myself. And at first, for me, that was hard. It was small things like I really like my freckles, I really like that one curl in the back. And then over time, that started to become really automatic. And realizing how cool I am or some nice things that I like about myself, that was just normal. And that really helped me in how I see myself. So I want to share that with you in a way that's a bit more artistic. So you have papers in front of you. This is your mirror. And so in the middle, you can draw a picture of yourself. You could be a stick figure if you're not super artistic, that's okay. You can draw a picture of yourself, and then around it, write something that you like about yourself. Write a few things if you can, or you can draw it, and it doesn't have to just be your appearance. It can be like something about your appearance, but it could also be like maybe you like that you're a really fast reader, or you like that you are a really good soccer player. It can be anything that you like about yourself. So that's part one. You'll write a few things, and if this is a hard exercise for you, if you can at least write one thing today, that's still a win for the day, okay? And the second part is you'll find a partner, and actually right now, just identify your partner. Maybe it's the person right next to you. Okay. And if anyone doesn't have a partner, I can have a partner with you, or we'll do a group of three. But the second part of this, so you'll make your mirror, and then you'll give your mirror to your partner. And now you're looking at your friend's mirror, and you'll write something on there for them that you really like about them. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay, what's your question? There's your cousin. Okay, that's fine. You can be partners. Is that okay? Does that make sense? Okay, cool. So yeah, go ahead and start drawing. I might walk around and ask what you're writing, or if you want to share. This is a little bit personal, so if you don't feel comfortable sharing, that's completely okay. But I'll give you guys like 10, 15 minutes. No one's talking here, but. Okay, sure. Here. You do 5 minutes, and then we'll do the partner thing.
So for this first 5 minutes, I don't want to hear any talking.
Yeah. First 5 minutes. No, you're good. First 5 minutes, you'll do your own mirror, okay? And then when we tell you, you'll swap. Sound good? Any color preference?
White.
I don't know if I have white. We'll see.
They're talking. I said,
Oh, the timer went off.
oh my god.
That's not private.
Okay.
What do you have?
All right. So 5 minutes has passed. So at this point, if you need a little more time to finish writing a few things that you like about yourself, you can take that. If you're ready, go ahead and swap with a partner. And what you want to do, look at their mirror and write one thing that you like about them. Give them a compliment. Does that make sense?
That's crazy.
Yeah, if you need more time to finish yours, that's
What are we
okay.
supposed to write after training? You write what you like about them. I like Can it be honest? Like, can I say, I like that you're my daughter? Am I allowed to say that? Then all my kids are Affirmation?
How do you like my drawing?
It's a. You're in the phone. Heck no.
Zoe, how do you like my drawing?
Okay. Your other just talk to me. Bet. Okay.
Zoe. Zoe.
It's one
Zoe.
Yeah, then yeah, okay. That's fine. Go right there. You can keep it.
on my paper.
Did you two have a chance to swap?
What?